once or twice each school year, the OSU activities board, I'm not exactly sure who, but someone at OSU sets up a petting zoo to be on display during finals week. And that's what you're looking at here. And now you might be thinking, well, why is there a petting zoo on a college campus? I'm telling you, I thought it was pretty silly too when I first heard about it, but it's not. It's really cool. You should see the students who just flock to this thing, excuse the pun, and all these college students are petting these animals, these goats and sheep and llamas and bunnies, and it's a actual stress reliever for a lot of students. And I thought this is silly. Why would grown men and women who are nearing the end of their semester in college, why would they take time to go to a petting zoo? That's for kids, isn't it? Well, I don't know. There's something to it. There's something kind of soothing and stress relieving about spending a half hour with some animals, and I don't even know what to say other than you gotta experience it for yourself. And so that's what I did here. And I've gone every time they've brought the petting zoo. I'm pushing 40 and I like going to this petting zoo and just kind of spending a little bit of time with the animals. When I heard that it was going to be coming around near finals again, me and a buddy of mine went over, and I had my Fuji camera with me, and I wanted to take a few pictures, but I didn't have much time. I was on my way to a meeting, actually, so I only had just a couple minutes. And we stopped and we looked at some of the animals, and I tried to get a picture that kind of captured the scene. I don't think I did very well. This is okay, but you don't really get the scene, the sense that this is a petting zoo on a college campus. I would have liked to have a different photo of a college student like holding a bunny or something like that. But as it was, I mean, this worked okay, and the Fuji performed flawlessly, just like I would expect, because that camera is awesome. I think I shot this wide open. I need to check that. There's been several photos recently where I've said, well, I'm not sure what aperture I used. I got to check that so I can be sure when I'm making these recordings. But I wanted the eye in focus. And thankfully, this was it a sheep, a goat? I don't know. I think maybe a sheep. It wasn't moving around that much. It didn't look angry or anything, but it was just sort of hanging out. So I was able to focus right on the eye and get the building in the background and a couple of kids on the left-hand side. And I think you get the sense that there's something going on here, but it might look like a carnival or something, which it wasn't. It's a college campus. That Fuji, though, is perfect for a photo like this because it's wide enough to get a sense of context, but narrow enough to isolate the subject a little bit. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. I don't think this photo looks quite how I would like if I had shot in RAW and really tweaked things, but like I mentioned last week, I'm just not really interested in that anymore. I think the photo by itself is perfectly fine, and I think it does a decent enough job of capturing more or less what I wanted to.